Okay, got 7 o'clock, rising time. This is the town board meeting, March 12th. We do not have any public hearings tonight. So for pledge of allegiance, Ron, would you lead us to the pledge?
Be honored. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take a round. Again, no public hearings, approval of the minutes, February 27th, 2024.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Mike. Corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Privilege of the floor, public concerns. Anybody? Yes, sir. Just state your name and address for the town clerk.
Sure, so my name is Tom Carey, C-A-R-Y is the last name, and the address is 6006 Amber Drive.
Thank you.
And speed, yes, speed and not stopping at stop signs, yeah, so. We've had a couple of conversations, I'm sure you saw on the Facebook page about concerns over that, safety over kids and pedestrians walking, and as you know, we have a couple entrances to Beaver Creek Park. We have the Auburn Trail entrances where people walk and ride their bikes. So I guess the question is, what can we do to kind of curb some of that reckless driving? Near misses, we've had people that have driven over people's lawns because they couldn't negotiate some of the blind turns. There's a blind turn on Amber right when you're coming in off New Michigan. And the house on the corner has had their mailbox taken up a few times, has had their lawn, ripped up. So, I guess what do we do? How do we approach it? We've talked about having petition signs and kind of get the speed limit reduced. Say 20 miles an hour through the development, maybe 15 through the park entrance areas and the blind corners. But I don't know if that's going to curb the behavior, the reckless behavior. We can, put speed bumps in, we can put additional signage in, but I don't know, I think best approach.
Yeah, no, thank you for those comments. When Ivory Drive first opened up and were through traffic, they were blowing those stop signs where Amber comes out to Ivory Drive.
Yeah.
And I actually had neighbor there call me, and within a couple of days, we had the sheriff sit there and he wrote like 6 tickets.
I remember that. Yep.
One day. So we can ask them to come back again. Also, the town has speed reduction signs that flash
Okay.
when you hit a speed limit, and we've got what, 4, Jim?
Yeah, I believe so.
So we could maybe put one on Amber, one on Ivory for 30 days or something to see if that helps at all.
Yeah.
Speed bumps are no.
Yeah.
Highway superintendent is definitely against it, as well as emergency vehicles
Yeah. I can see that.
and like that.
Yeah.
We found that in the former supervisor had a few complaints, and one of them was Hickory Drive, and the sheriff ended up running radar there. He actually ticketed the person that complained about the speed. So that happens too.
Sure, I'm sure.
Sometimes people think they're speeding and they're not.
Yeah.
Speeding over in the 30 mile an hour in their subdivisions.
Right.
Unfortunately, New York State town law only allows villages and cities to set the speed limit.
Okay.
We've done twice on Hook Road, once on Town Line Road, I think once in Hickory Rise. I don't know if you remember any other, we did a formal process and a resolution through the highway superintendent, through county the highway superintendent, and Department of Highways. Then it goes to New York State DOT. They ask the state police to do a survey physically watch and record. And every time we've requested it, whether it's 40 to 40, 45 to 40, or 40 to 30, every time we've been denied.
Wow.
It's a tough battle. Why the towns don't have their own set, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I would have to
There's
agree.
been a lot of conferences and stuff, so.
Yeah, so I'd have to, I mean, I agree. I think 30 mph is too fast in a subdivision. I mean, I'd agree with that. To try to get it changed is nearly impossible. I mean, I know the only one that I can recall in town getting reduced was on Hook Road. It used to be as soon as you came over the railroad tracks, it was 55 mph. And they got the speed reduced to 40 all the way around curve on Hook Road and north. About where Jennings lived, but. Yeah, it seems to be a. You know, an issue with a lot of towns to try to. Get people to slow down. I mean, we put the speed signs out there and it may help some, but. I don't know what the answer is to get them to slow down.
Right.
I mean, you could probably put up all the signs you want and. They obey them. I think the biggest is, you know, to have the sheriffs out there and.
Yeah.
But they can't be there all the time.
Yeah, that's just, they have more important things.
It's gotten worse since COVID.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
people running stop signs. Signal lights on 332.
Yeah.
We do contract with the sheriff's office for about $15,000 a year extra. Mostly retired deputies come over, and between us and Victor and Canandaigua, so, you know, spend 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
Almost all speed enforcement. And then every once in a while, when it gets towards the end of the year, we get some of the full-time deputies. Like, hey, we haven't spent the money yet, see if any of the full-time deputies want some overtime.
Right.
So we try our best.
Sure, no, I understand, yeah.
There is a camera system they use in Europe, in highways. It's gotta be cost. You can actually get the speed and license plate photograph.
Yeah.
And then a lot of European countries are doing that.
I think that's coming here.
Cameras because they got rid of speed cameras in all the cities and the blue light cameras for the stop sign because you don't ever have the ability to confront your accuser in court, so they were like a solicitor. Yeah, you can't.
Isn't it just like a civil thing, so if you don't pay it, it's like.
What you'll find is we'll put the deputy in there and it's gonna be all your neighbors that are gonna get tickets. It's not people driving through, it's almost everyone is tickets and people that live in there. That's what happens every time we do enhanced enforcement. Subdivision,
Got it, yeah.
it's your neighbors that are driving through. And
Yeah,
a lot of it, like you said, is if you're walking and somebody goes by at 30 miles an hour, it certainly feels a lot faster than 30 miles an hour. Right, when they're close like that.
yeah, it does, and you've seen the, you know, I've seen the people that go through the stop signs, they won't even hit their brakes. They just, you know, so I want my dog today, and I see it almost on a daily basis, and you know, it's getting to the point where we've got parents I know that follow their kids on their bikes with their cars because they don't want their kids getting hit and stuff like that, so it's kind of.
Yeah, I saw one the other day, I was over there, Ivory and Marion. Blew right through the stop sign.
And some people don't even hit their brakes.
Put some flags on.
Well, we painted the stop lines at the
Yeah.
sheriff's recommendation. I
Yeah,
don't know if that helped.
I'll reach out to the sheriff's office again.
You got a lot of cops that live in that neighborhood, they probably won't speed.
Yeah, people don't realize so many law enforcement officers live there, right? We can reach out again and ask them to look at speeding and run the stop signs and meantime. Maybe reset a couple of our signs.
Yeah, I can move some signs, put the one back on Amber. Put one on Ivory. I mean, the stop signs are there kind of to slow everybody down.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Appreciate it. No, thanks for doing what you do. I mean, that's all,
Yep.
but just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Thanks for coming tonight.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And anybody online? Public concerns? Board Sustaining Committee, Public Works.
Yeah, Public Works, met this morning, got our updates from, water and sewer and highway and parks. In the sewer plant, the flash mixer, has been ordered and see where we'll be doing that work. The drainage work is on hold till later date. The MuniLink software is operational that we've known. We've been talking about plant security options, some of the stuff we thought we ought to do, some of the door repair, fences, things like that. The low flow motor has been installed in the first building in the plant. The roof repair, some of the roof repair has been done in there, still got one issue left, right?
Yes.
Gotta move the geese first.
Yeah. The primary clarified number 4 is back online. They replaced the shafts in the UV units. This has got some ongoing maintenance they have left to perform. Belt press, the belts have still not have been installed yet. They are in, I believe. They gotta catch up on some other sludge first before they install that. PS4 on Loomis Road, this work is being done by Seaworth. All 3 of the VFDs have been replaced. Last mixer is scheduled to be shipped out on the 17th. Digester 1 gas tube blockage, there's quotes for that job. Coming in. Let's see, flow meters were installed in some different, or no, I think they're still in the same manholes, just getting some information from them. Most of the work at Cobblestone on the manhole are pretty well done, I said this morning. We had some issues with the Delta Sonic and Victor sanitary issues, they've been working on that. The valve turner is, I think you said it'd be another 7 to 8 weeks before that would be done. There's 4 resolutions, we talk about them when they come up. As far as highway and parks, ongoing equipment maintenance, plowing some roads. They've been cleaning up trees from the windstorm, cutting trees at Calm Lake and working on sidewalks on Canandaigua Farmington Town Line Road. It's the part that you gotta put in, right? Finished in mixing salt with Magic. As far as the parks, they've been doing parking lots and sidewalks, servicing the summer equipment, doing tables and benches, repainting town hall signs and installing new posts. They put a new split rail fence up on the Power Cemetery. To get over there, take a look at that. Local mine contractors, poured concrete piers in the park here at, right here at the hall. And that is about it, other than the backflow has been installed in the highway garage.
Thank you. Town ops.
Operations met this morning, 6 resolutions we can discuss as they come up. We did close the Parks and Recreation survey last Friday on the 1st. We got I believe 474 responses and one paper copy. To stay at 1? Oh, 2 paper copies. All right. So that's all getting they're analyzing all the results of that to get a report for the rest of the board. The TAP grant award documents have been submitted to Albany, hoping to have the contract approved for our next meeting on the 26th, once we get everything back from the state. Code Enforcement Officer, Director of Planning Development, we'll have further reports, and Dan talk about the permit numbers. Planning Board will go over their agenda. The Ag Advisory Committee has requested a preliminary draft of an agricultural protection overlay district. And that'll be presented to them and discussed at their next meeting on the 21st. And the Environmental Conservation Board continues to work on updating the open space index.
Thank you. Reports of other town officials, supervisor. Following on the recreation advisory, or recreation survey that was done, for the master plan. We asked 2 questions, one in Bolton Park, one on sharing a recreation center with the town of Victor. Both of them were over 80% in favor of having access to Bolton Park and maybe sharing a recreation center with the town of Victor. And that's all I have, highway and parks.
Not really that much more to report. I did go to Advocacy Day last week. We met with, Senator Pam Helming. And, you know, last year we went down and asked for 100 million and we got it. This year we were going down asking for 80 million in extra CHIPS money. And it didn't sound real good. They actually want to lower the CHIPS money by 60 million. And they also another 40 million out of the touring routes, not that we have any touring routes around here, but. So I guess the best we can do is hope that they don't take the money away and stay where we're at with the 100 million, but.
Right.
She's looking to cut the CHIPS money by 60 million this year. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Town clerk.
Tomorrow is water shut off day. So I'll be busy with those people straggling in and finding I have big cameras. Still busy collecting taxes till the end of the month. The wedding next Wednesday afternoon. And that's it.
All right, thank you. Water and sewer, Robin.
I talked to Jen just before I left this afternoon, and she said we had about 25 on the shut off list. And that could probably, that'll change by morning. Yeah, so it won't be too awful bad. And we officially started the process of the new water tank on Brickyard Road. Met with the engineers and the contractor. They trimmed the trees and they will be excavating starting next week. So that's a big project.
It is. $15 million, give or take $1 million. Building and zoning.
Yes, February, we did 37 permits, 103 inspections, 4 fire inspections and 19 stormwater or zoning inspections.
Planning board, Adrian.
At our next meeting, we have a final site plan for Union Crossing. And then I don't know if there's anything else. I'm not up to see.
2 letters of credit.
2 letters of credit.
And reapproval for the subdivision, I forgot to get signed.
Yeah,
And Slacker.
Maybe.
maybe.
Closed.
Hey, Robin, Robert, planning and development.
I think the one thing I want to report tonight is the town ops report was posted today on the website. We have resolutions for the town board's consideration tonight. And we look forward to the next meeting where we'll hopefully be awarding the contract for the TAP sidewalk grant. And I'll let Bill talk about this other stuff here on the table.
I'm an engineer. Bill.
Thank you. Just a couple updates. The 3rd local government record management grant was also submitted by MRB Group, so fingers crossed there. Digester cleaning project is scheduled to begin around the end of April and hopefully be done in May. There was a meeting today on the town park pavilion, and it looks like they'll be doing concrete here in another week or so in March, week and a half, and then starting construction of the pole barn in April and hopefully be done around the end of May.
Pavilion, really, not pole barn.
Pavilion, did I say
Over.
Pole barn? Pavilion, sorry.
Like, where's the pole barn going?
It's an expensive pole barn.
Fancy pole. barn. Sorry, Retensia Road and Colette Road water has been submitted to DOH and seeker is on the docket for tonight, so. And that said, we have plans here that are very, very conceptual for the Farmington Fire Department. We've met with them, I think, pretty much gone through the layout pretty extensively with them. They're pretty happy with it. So I just thought that I would bring these drawings. They're really for Dan to take after the meeting tonight. But if anybody kind of wanted to see where we're at, you know, they can kind of see conceptually where we're at right now. And obviously going into the next phase, we'll have more detail on the building construction and things of that nature and the costs. So any questions on that?
It'd be station 2 at the corner of 96 and Hook Road. All right, thank you.
Yep.
No assessor tonight, nobody from recreation, and nobody from the committee. Communications are on file. A lot of reports and minutes are on file. First resolution is acknowledging the receipt and acceptance of the notice to waive the 30-day period for a liquor license for Doritos Cantina Mexicanos. Moved by Mike, second by Steve. That's the address of 5988 Route 96. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Here's a resolution to recall and amend resolution number 80 of 2024, accepting a quote for purchase of one VFD for sludge pump 1 at a cost not to exceed $5,565. So moved. All right. Motion by Ron, second by Nate. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Here's a resolution to recall and amend resolution number 74 of 2024, accepting the quote for purchase of one VFD for sludge pump 2 at cost not to exceed $5,065. So moved.
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Mike. Both these last two resolutions basically didn't cover the freight on them. All in favor? Aye. And let's see, 4 is a resolution, confirming resolution authorizing the acting water superintendent to accept a quote from Coliseum Industries to replace sludge pump number 3 at a cost not to exceed $5,065.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Ron. And that is another VFD. All in favor? Aye. I is a resolution acknowledging the transfer of certain court records that have met the retention rate by New York State Office of Court Administration. So second. Motion by Mike, second by Steve. Again, these are going from the town clerk's retention records back to the court. All in favor? Aye. 6 is a resolution classifying under the provisions of State Environmental Quality Review Act proposed action entitled Route 332 Colette Road, Retention Road Water Line Replacement Project to be a type 2 action. So moved. Second. Motion by Ron. Motion by Ron, second by Nate. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. 7 is a resolution acknowledging the attendance of the town clerk to New York State Clerks Association Conference, April 21st through 24th, at a cost not to exceed $940. So moved. Second. Motion by Steve, second by Mike. All in favor? Aye. 8th resolution authorizing bid awards for the annual Canada Farmington Water District Water and Sewer Supplies and Parts. So moved. Second. Motion by Ron, second by Nate. Any questions there? All in favor? Aye. 9th resolution authorizing the payment of publication costs for the history book entitled "They Fought for Independence, Revolutionary War Veterans and Their Impact on Farmington, New York," at a cost not to exceed $665 plus shipping.
So moved.
Second. First by Mike, second by Steve. This is for 100 copies. All in favor?
Aye.
Council resolution authorizing waiving the retention lodge fees for the Ontario County Office of Aging and Ontario County Sheriff's Office for a bike riding group, and the kickoff meeting is May 22nd, 2024.
So, second.
Motion by Ron, second by Steve. All in favor? Aye. Items of resolution authorizing acceptance of monthly report of the supervisor for February 2024.
So.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Mike. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Calls resolution classifying under the provisions of the State Environmental Quality Review Act. Proposed action entitled rezoning of land from PD plan development to IZ incentive zoning and MTOD major thoroughfare overlay district for the Whitestone incentive zoning project as an unlisted action.
So, second.
Motion by Mike, second by Ron. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Nay.
One day. 13, resolution authorized successful completion of the probationary period for code enforcement officer Caden Lloyd. This effective payroll 7 with a $1 an hour wage increase to $24 an hour.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Mike. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. 14, resolution accepting the 2-year maintenance bond for Ashby Management Corporation, SB Ashley Management Corporation, for a newly constructed site improvements phase 2A, Manhattan's Corners and Southern Zoning Project, total amount of $118,906.50.
So.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Ron. Any question? All in favor? Aye. 15 is the abstract 5 of 2024. Pay the bills, general fund, $89,138.30. Highway fund, $27,925.15. Sidewalk capital project, $826.36. Water tank repair project, $2,861.95. Town line capital project, $1,178.06. Storm drainage, $15,132.06. Sewer district, $145,789.44. Water district, $29,349.39. Payroll deductions, $350.62. Total abstract, $312,551.33.
So moved.
Motion by Mike, second by Steve. All in favor? Aye. No training under $100. They do have a discussion on a waiver of the late fee for 1440 Hooter Way. I did get a nice letter from Jody Whitney. Her father, Earl, was hospitalized in October, and as a result, he's been living with his sister so they can figure out a long-term plan. And they had basically 3 separate address changes, most recently February 20th. She's asked that we waive the fee on behalf of her father, was his home. And he did send a note to the address here, but he did not cover, or he did not cover the windows on the envelope, which had his home address, so for some reason it didn't get here at the time. And he's asking for that to move forward. You know, we don't waive it, it's at $11.85. It was due to an illness.
I have no problem with it.
I mean, I'll pay it, I mean, you know,
Something like that, it's that's where I feel. I have no problem with it.
right. So I mean, some of the board members have in the past. pay the late fee, and I don't mind doing it this time. It's okay, the board? Yeah. All right, and waiver of the rule, we have two tonight. First one's a resolution authorizing successful completion of probationary period for Carol Marvel in the building department with the wage increase of 23 cents per hour effective March 17th.
Yes, so
73.
70, what did I say?
23.
Yeah, that's what, it was 73 cents. Thank you for correcting.
Second.
Push my name, second my Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Second one is a resolution authorizing the code enforcement officer to hire a secretary to the planning and zoning at a rate of $19 an hour effective March 18, 2024.
Second.
Motion by Mike, second by Ron. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Okay, there is no executive session tonight. Anything else we brought to the board? Moving line, bring them out to you. Not, ask for adjournment.
So move.
Mike, second by Nate, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 7:31. Thank you, everybody.